Right, Paidi. So we're looking at the natural minor scale there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play the scale from the sixth string position first. So that means, like, for an A minor, we're going to be starting on the fifth fret, and so on. And then I'll do the other one which starts on the A string. Okay, so that'll be on either the open or the 12th fret, right? So here's the scale itself: 2, 3, 4. Back down, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so going up by a fourth and down by a third, right? So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and so on, okay? So let's go for that one then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, or you could go just to kind of end on the one of the next beat without repeating the same note twice. Okay, so then back down the way, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so then we're going up by a third and down by a second, right? So we can kind of make this one a bit more impactful if we kind of start halfway through the pattern by starting on the second and going back down to the third. So like this. So one, and this is in triplets, by the way, as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then back down the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there's the two patterns, and well, two basic patterns anyway, two of the patterns that you could do. So the other scale then starts up here on the A string. Now, granted, of course, you can start on any string you like. You can go back as far as the E string, right? So, but we'll do it from the A string for now, right? So you've got up 2, then 1, up 2, then 1, just 2, 1, then 2, and 1, then 2. And because this E string has the G, F, and E on it, then so does this one. Okay, so you can just add that to the back of it as well. So same thing applies with those patterns as well. Straight up, straight down, down by a third, up by a second, so on and so forth, okay? So, other than that then, so we had a couple of phrases to go with it. So for example, a nice little run up here for the natural minor. A natural minor is starting from that bottom note on the G string where you have to go back a fret and just hammering on in triplets. And then we can maybe slide up to the fifth or something like that, okay? So 1, end up something like that. We'll get into those arpeggio shapes later anyway. Another one we did was... So that's basically your triplet pattern going down the way. Something like that, right? When you get the speed into it, then it really kind of takes shape. So you kind of just, but, never rush the speed, if you know what I mean. Sort of get everything else right, all the proportion, picking direction, expression, all of that stuff should be right before you bring it up to the speed you want it at. So one more thing to do as well is to take this shape down an octave. So then we get... Okay, so exactly the same scale, only the 12th fret is now open, so we can kind of just... And the reason I'm doing hammer-ons for this one specifically is because this open shape here kind of lends itself to that. So like if you wanted to do this in B minor, instead of doing... If you're on acoustic guitar, it depends on the style you're going for, right? But you're probably not going to want to do this. You'd probably be better off throwing the capo on there and not doing that anyway. Okay, so just to kind of take advantage of all those open strings and get the smoothness that you're after out of that. Okay, so we'll leave it at that anyway, right? So basically just play that scale to death, play it all the way up, all the way down, hammer on your way up, pull off your way down, pick your way up, use the patterns, loads to be doing in there, all right? And one more thing as well is to remember to always know what degree you're on at any given point of the scale. So, you know, you should be counting, particularly when you're playing just the scale itself and you're not doing some kind of pattern on it, right? So when you're playing the scale just all the way up, all the way down, you should be thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat fifth, so on. You know what I mean? Just to know where you are, so that way you can change it. So like, for example, towards the end of the Parisian Walkways melody, you've got this, well, so we're in there's our flat 7 there, minor 7 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then the last phrase of it. Look at that, look at that. Sharp 7th, right? And it's important that you need to know that because that's coming from the fact that we've got an E major which also has that G sharp, which is the sharp 7th in the key of A minor. So being aware of all that stuff is very important as well when it comes to being to using it. But for now, that's plenty to get on with. So I'll see you next time.